Hello and welcome to Simple Cryptocurrency Reviews presented by our host CryptoSchain. And in today's review we're going to be looking at a project called Enjin Coin. And Enjin Coin is focused on blockchain gaming. And this is exactly what I love covering on this channel, as well as cryptocurrency news, demos, videocasts, and reviews that I do of various crypto projects. But blockchain gaming is kind of one of the things that I really want to focus on, and Enjin Coin is doing just that. And this is why I'm really bullish on this project, and I'm looking forward to covering it for you, the viewer, especially if you're new to cryptocurrencies and maybe you like gaming, you're interested in gaming, you don't know what blockchain gaming is all about. And Enjin is going to explain to you just that through their description on the website. It's very clear, very easy to digest, and we're gonna go right in. But before we do that, I'm gonna look at CoinMarketCap, and I also want to tell you that this is not a sponsored review. Enjin have not paid me in any way, shape, or form. I like to do these sort of reviews, especially of the top 100 crypto projects or other crypto projects which are in the lower ranks that I have been trading a lot, that I think have good potential, things like that. So let's look at CoinMarketCap. So we can see that the coin is currently trading at just under 7 cents, so 6.8 cents on average across various exchanges. It's actually listed on many exchanges. The total supply is 1 billion tokens, and the circulating supply is 776 million, so almost all of it is in circulation. And they are on the Ethereum blockchain. Okay, this is why it's very important, because we know the Ethereum blockchain is one of the top blockchains after Bitcoin. And they've got a $53 million market cap, so that is quite high. Okay, not one of the highest. Again, they are ranked 87. They are in the top 100 though, so that does make a difference. It gives you that kind of trust as well. It doesn't mean that bad things can't happen, right? But it gives you more trust than a project which is maybe in the 1000th rank, for example, right? And let's see. So on the social side, we can see that they've been posting a lot of updates. They've actually got some 23 minutes ago a codex that embodies the essence of all the digital assets in the crypto sphere. And they've successfully integrated Cryptomat and all this sort of stuff. They do have a mobile app as well, by the way. And there's this game that they've recently launched called Dissolution Game. Okay, this was actually posted 3 days ago on their Reddit page. So here in the social section, they've also got the Reddit link here. The community is quite big, so this is a really big plus as well. When the community is huge, they support them. It's very hard for these sort of projects to not do well, right? And before I go into the Reddit page, I want to look at the website, of course, and at the markets. So let's have a look at the market. So where can you actually buy this token? Again, this is not financial advice. I'm only showing you what any potential investor would be looking at. Me personally, as an investor into this project, this is what I want to find out before I invest, right? I want to look and see, where can I purchase this token? Is it on any good exchanges, any reputable exchanges that you may want to be accessing, or maybe you have accounts in? So Binance, for example, is one of the biggest exchanges. Everybody in the crypto space knows about Binance. If you don't know, if you're new, Binance is one of the most reputable exchanges out there. It can be trusted. They have been hacked, and they've actually refunded the affected people back their cryptocurrencies. So it just shows you they've got a lot of capital, right? LA Token, which is a really small exchange, I don't recommend that. Upbit is a really big exchange as well in Korea. It's actually the biggest in Korea. Bithumb is the second biggest, so they're on Qcoin as well. This is also a really good exchange. So quite a lot of exchanges, as you can see here. That's a lot of liquidity for this token. It's very good. And let's move on and look at the website so I can explain to you what it's all about. So Enjin is for building blockchain games, like I was saying, right? Games on the blockchain, literally. But one of the cool things about them is that they've got a software development toolkit for Unity, which is a game engine creator, right? So that's where game developers can develop games using this game engine called Unity. And now Enjin have developed a software development toolkit for the blockchain, okay, for the Ethereum blockchain, in order to use Enjin, so to create a game which is powered by Enjin using the Enjin token on the Ethereum blockchain, okay, using the game engine Unity. Okay, so if that's too much to understand, just think of it like any developer would use Unity to design a game. But then you've got the Ethereum blockchain, and Enjin are powering this Ethereum blockchain. They've created tokens on this Ethereum blockchain. Okay, so the idea is to get the games on the Ethereum blockchain, or at least the assets, because you cannot get every part of the game, because that would mean that it would generate a lot of transactions, but you can get the assets, the in-game assets. Think of all the in-game currencies that you use to buy, I don't know, maybe items like swords if you're playing a role-playing game, or I don't know, like bows, or maybe a magic wand or something, or an armor, or maybe even a character. If you want to get that sort of character, you may need to pay an in-game currency. Well, Enjin are providing developers the possibility to tokenize those items so that people from many parts of the world can access them if they want to purchase them. They don't need to go to a third-party website like some forum, and they don't need to trust anybody, right? They can just simply use the Enjin token, which would tokenize that item. Okay, that would tokenize the item and it would have a value. So of course the value would be the Enjin token, which you can trade on those other exchanges which I've showed you earlier. So empower your user base with true ownership, prevent fraud, increase your revenue, and explore the blockchain gaming frontier. And there's actually a video here which I strongly recommend you watch. It's very short. It basically explains what I've just said to you. So very easy to digest, very easily explained for any sort of gamer out there that is well familiar with how the gaming assets work. So our modular platform enables you to explore endless use cases for blockchain technology, integrate blockchain in a matter of hours without writing a single line of code, or go all in and create custom tokens and contracts from scratch, of course, for your game. So it just shows you how this would all work, how you can tokenize the items, craft them for the gaming industry. So video games, DApp games, rewards, of course, and esports. So you can mint custom tokens and galvanize your audience, boost online interaction, supercharge your marketing efforts, and give prizes to your biggest fans, of course, in Enjin tokens. They've got their newsletter here. It's basically an all-in-one blockchain game development platform, to keep it simple. They do have a wallet as well. So yeah, a completely flexible free platform for creating, integrating, and scaling tokenized gaming assets. So here they explain the non-fungible tokens, okay, which are unique tokens, okay, they can only be one. Use the ERC 1155 token standard, which is for non-fungible tokens, which means that they are unique. You can only have one type of these tokens. To mint unique gaming assets, rare cards, scarce weapons, and mighty heroes, like I was saying at the beginning. Then you've got the fungible tokens as well, forge in-game currencies, virtual goods, gold coins, cars, generic loot items, mineable resources, and other abundant gaming assets. So fungible in the sense that you could have many types of them, right? The in-game currency obviously cannot be unique. Okay, the name is unique, but the actual units are not unique, right? So that's why they're fungible. You can mint and melt, of course. You can back your tokens with Enjin and provide the ultimate value proposition for your audience. Integrate using the software development toolkit, like I was saying. You can also build your own smart contracts. You can see the transactions that are taking place. Enjin X Explorer and API, web-based universal blockchain explorer. So you can use that as well. The Enjin wallet is available for download. Okay, you can store Ethereum, Bitcoin, Litecoin, and game collectibles in the Enjin wallet. Okay, so that's what you can use if you're into gaming, like I was saying, or even a game developer. Game design SDKs, like I was saying earlier too. Affinity, upcoming network for performing highly scalable token transactions. And these are the languages, the programming languages supported for the software development toolkit. So these are very popular: C#, Java, and JavaScript. Node.js too. Now I'm surprised C++ is not there because C++ is one of the older programming languages and it's very used in game development. So I'm kind of surprised that C++ isn't there, but maybe there's a reason for it. I'm not sure. So yeah, the strategic partners are Unity, NRG, and PC Gamer. The featured use cases, so they've got some games here. You can see War of Crypto, for example, gorgeous 3D graphics. NRG Esports. What else do they have here? Minecraft servers, Enjin Network, and so on. 9 Lives Arena, Crypto Fight. So quite a lot of games. And Age of Rust. If you've been following my channel, you know I've done a review on this game called Age of Rust. It hasn't been released yet, but It just looks really awesome. The graphics are cutting edge. It's like those games that you can play on any console like Xbox or PlayStation, for example. Bitcoin Hodler, Forest Knight, Heli Hunter, Born to the Sky, etc. So quite a lot of games. Check them out if you're interested. So yes, this is why I like this project. They're really doing something special, because I used to play a lot of MMORPG games. I used to play Cal Online and also Cabal, if any of you know about them, also Cabal 2. And one of the bad things about those games was that you had to go to this third-party website if you wanted to sell any rare items for cash, right? And this is not legal, right? It's not legal. So it's kind of like, you know, agreeing with a person you don't know that, look, I'm going to give you this item, you just give me cash in return, and here you go, I'll transfer it to you. Because a lot of the times what you had to do is you had to buy this specific item, which was kind of an account transfer. So you had your character, and then in your character you had like a bag. You had to load up those rare items in the bag of your character, and then use another item to transfer that character to that other person. So this will no longer need to be done, because obviously you had to trust the escrow, the third-party person. Now you don't need to trust anybody. You can mint them into tokens and sell them, so they'll be worth a lot. Of course, if they're rare items, right, they'll have a lot of value. So again, the about section here, the manifesto, the contact us. So here they're basically explaining how the Enjin Coin ecosystem works, the wallet, the transactions, the player playing games, the crypto items, of course, which they were saying ERC 1155, like the rare items, for example, the cross-chain swaps between the Enjin token on the Ethereum blockchain, and the game devs, the platform, the game server, etc., using the Enjin Coin software development toolkits. So that's how it works. And here we've got the leadership team, Maxim Blagov, who's the co-founder and chief executive. He's got 18 years of expertise in creative direction, project management, and UX design. So this guy is clever. Witek Radomski, co-founder, chief technology officer. I've actually seen him being interviewed by Blockchain Brad. So if you probably heard of Blockchain Brad if you're following my channel, because he's been in Neo a lot longer than I have. He's been covering a lot of projects, a lot of the dApps on Neo, and he's been interviewing a lot of people. So he actually had an interview with Witek, I think is his name, Witek Radomski, who is one of the co-founders of Enjin. So very good interview there. So quite a lot of people, quite a big team here, as we can see. This is the leadership team, of course. They didn't list any of the blockchain developers, any of the other developers that are working for them. But again, it is on the Ethereum blockchain, so I think that they are getting some help from some of the Ethereum devs possibly as well. I'm not entirely sure on that. But let's go to develop. So yeah, you can create an Enjin account if you want to develop on Enjin. It's called Kovan Cloud. So you just create an account on here, and that's pretty much it. And then you get access to all the information there. They've got the Explorer here as well, and they've got the Mint section. Of course, you can go to mint.enjin.io. That's also a separate website by the looks of it, or at least another part of the website, which basically gives you the option to mint and forge and so on. See, you can mint a token here, so it gives you the option to do so. It answers a lot of the frequently asked questions. Again, social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube. You can contact them via their email address. So quite a lot of information here, quite legit. Again, this is not a new project, okay? I'm not one of the first guys to cover this. Many people have reviewed Enjin, but I wanted to cover it as well because I want to do a kind of up-to-date review, overall review on the projects, but also an up-to-date one, because many of the reviews that you might find out there are out of date. And in the meantime, they have developed quite a lot. So that may help you in your assessment, right, when you're assessing a project. Now with the GitHub page, so interestingly enough, I was looking at their GitHub page, which you can access through CoinMarketCap by clicking on source code, and we can see they've got a lot of commits here, which means code commits, of course, and the last commits were done like 2 years ago. So it seems like they've kind of let this, they're no longer using this specific GitHub project anymore called Enjin. I think that they might have moved to a private one. Maybe they've changed the name, who knows, and maybe they have not linked it to the CoinMarketCap page under source code, where you normally check which basically takes you to the GitHub homepage of any project which is open source. Again, it's not always the case. Some projects like apps, for example, they might not be open source. Yeah, this is pretty much how it is. And the other thing I wanted to talk about just before I end the video, if we go to social, this game here, I think I'm gonna need to do a separate video on this, but I just wanted to kind of share this with you. So actually this was posted 3 days ago on the Enjin Reddit page, and this is how this game looks like, this solution. This is what I've been looking for when I'm talking about blockchain gaming. This is the sort of stuff I wanted to see, right? These are the sort of graphics, and this game looks really cutting edge. It is a shooter. So yeah, if you're into these sort of games, you're going to be really bullish on this, I think, and you're going to want to try it out. Especially because the assets are going to be tradable and they're going to be mintable, right? So yeah, as you can see, it's kind of a sci-fi, right? Sci-fi shooter. So yeah, it looks pretty awesome for all those gamers out there. I'm sure you're very excited to see this, right? You're very excited to see this. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you think. What did you think of this review? What did you think of Enjin? What's your opinion of Enjin? Do you hold any Enjin coins? Let me know. Let me know in the comments below. And also don't forget to check out my last review video on Bolt, because in that video I'm mentioning you some important information about the next crypto giveaway, which I'm going to do in September, in early September. All the details are in that Bolt review video. Do check it out. That being said, thank you very much for watching and have a lovely day. Bye bye.